Now, it's almost a month since the Nigerian Electricity Regulation Commission launched the Meter Asset Provider Regulation in a bid to bridge the over 4.74 million metering gap in the country. Sam Amadi, the former chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulation Commission, joins me now to discuss how this development will impact Nigeria's power ecosystem. Thank you so much for joining us, Sam.
Thank you very much.
Let's come back. Just like I said, it's almost a month. What's playing out with this scheme?
Well, I think this scheme was just announced, and just what we get from the media and from some of our friends inside the commission is that they are finalizing start of initiating the process. As you remember, it will require certifications and other procedures. So essentially, I think it's a policy that will take off soon. But of course, there's a lot of paperwork to be done, a lot of procedures, a lot of processes, and to prepare for proper takeoff. I think they are about to launch it in a formal sense. Very sure.
But Sam, when you talk about the fact that it will happen soon, how soon are we talking about here?
Well, I wouldn't know because I'm no longer there. But from what I hear, I think the soon will be determined by several factors. One of which is the sense of enough participants. You are talking about licensing providers, access providers. So we left NERC had a database of licensees to import and install meters, and of course some manufacturers. So, but this is a little bit different. So they are going to go through a process of certifying. Especially this requires some sense of capacity to implement and financing. And of course, the relationship between the regulator and the operators have not been ordered very clear because of some of the new regulations that the operators have been kicking against. So I guess there will be a period of normalizing and, in a way, bringing the discourse fully on board. So that would also affect the real time of takeoff.
Sam, help me really understand how this is going to work out. Now, according to this, it's going to be the responsibility of the discos to finance the acquisition and installation of meters. Now, we have discos who still have to contend with electricity theft, the fact that, they don't get their money from customers, their customers who refuse to pay owing to estimated billing that has been going on. Now, when you have discos complaining, the fact that they're owing, they're unable to meet up cost of operation, the government is still going back and forth with a cost-reflective tariff. How are they supposed to get these funds to finance this metering scheme?
Well, that's really what this scheme tries to solve, and it's based on the presumption. The presumption here is first that for two reasons, schools are not really up and running on metering. One is, of course, the shortfall in the revenue, and therefore the inability to finance large-scale metering. So, and the second assumption is that incentive incompatibility, that the discos probably are more comfortable or better, more comfortable with a regime of estimated billing. Now, what this program intervention tries to do is to say that if we get other people, basically let's unbundle the retail side of this business in a sense. Let's allow other people who have access to capital, access to skills, and don't have incentive compatibility to now come in because they see a market. There's a market. They want to create a new market around metering. And so these guys come in, finance metering, install metering, and then through an arrangement with discos, begin to get a revenue from that side. And so what the regulator is thinking, that we can actually move metering faster by allowing new players with new skills, new capital to come in and mine this potential good revenue-rich value chain. Mm-hmm. So discos themselves can focus on distribution, wire business, and perhaps focus on customer care, but somehow outsource the meter installation and the revenue that comes from it to other sector, other players. The real point here is some sense of end-to-end. We have to back up end-to-end, ensure that the discounts and those providers are together on the same page, and that revenue goes straight to those providers in the
All right, Sam, just in a nutshell, does this mean we're now cancelling CAPME? Now, CAPME is a credited advance payment for metering implementation scheme. Now, that's a system that allows consumers to acquire and install meters, of course, financing it by themselves. So when this comes into play soon, as we hope, does that cancel out CAPME?
In a way, it supersedes it because CAPME looked only at crowdsourcing, looking at consumers financing consumers financing the metering and then getting the responsibility. But this one now provides a different provider of meter. Consumers still pay for meter either upfront or through the normal revenue tariffs. But the key thing here is somebody else owns that business, somebody else takes that business, provide the asset, and then take the revenue. In CAPME, consumers fund metering through the discos. So what the consumer is doing is pre-financing the discos. Here, a different operator, a different business entity is pre-financing metering and being paid by the consumer.
Oh.
So in a sense, this is supersedes CAPME, but borrows from the idea of customer financing, basically.
All right then, Sam. Thank you so much for your contribution. We keep our fingers crossed for soon. Sam Amadi there, the former chairman of Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission.